Hello everyone, this is Sean from Canvas Invaders with a special guest. I'm here with Delali Cofie at the wrap-up of his show, called A Place of Ours at the Amazing United Contemporary Gallery. He was gracious enough to give us a few moments of his time as the show wraps up. So, Delali, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking me to do this.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for allowing us. I know today's probably going to be a hectic day as the show's coming to an end, so really appreciate it. So I'll just jump into some questions because there's people here that definitely want to speak to you. So we're at the end of your first solo exhibition at the Amazing United Contemporary Gallery in Toronto. Give us an idea of how this all felt. This is a very big accomplishment for pretty much a really new artist on the scene. So how did this all feel?
Man, I mean, it's like it's felt incredible. You know, the entire time it's felt very fulfilling.
Yeah.
And rewarding in many ways. Like this is a body of work that, you know, sort of developed over the last 7 years. And it's very much about the last 7 years as well, and my sort of journey into becoming an artist, or like getting to a point where I feel like I can call myself an artist.
Yeah.
You know, so it's it's been a beautiful experience. Like everyone's been sharing like really lovely things about this exhibition over the last 5 weeks. I think I'm mostly really grateful.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel affirmed. The younger version of me feels affirmed.
That's cool. Because you just graduated, right? Like maybe
2 years ago.
2 years ago. That's a huge accomplishment.
It is, I guess, yeah. Thank you.
Wow. So the pieces in this show have a feeling of childhood freedom, and I get like a exploration. Is this a theme that is always in your practice, or was it this for this project?
I don't think it's something that's always in my practice. I guess in a way, because it's been something that I've worked on for such a long time, it's always been there. It's always been something that I've approached. Not every single thing I make is centered around like youth and freedom and, you know, that, but this is very central to me, and it's like, this is part of like the most personal aspect of my practice.
Okay.
But yeah, I think at least where I'm at right now, my practice kind of extends quite a bit beyond that now.
Cool. So I think I was able to come, this is probably the third time I've come now, and I got the artist talk, and you had mentioned that there's a few pieces here that include family members.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, if you can talk to the few pieces.
Sure.
Or more so, that's a part of the question, how often do you get to go back?
Well, I would say it's somewhere around like once every 2 years.
Okay.
I tend to go back, and I try to make the most of it and go back for quite a few months. Spend a good amount of time with my family, reconnect, and take advantage of that time and like make something, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's real cool. And you get some of that home cooking.
Very much, very
Yeah,
much.
I can imagine. Yeah. That's probably the best part, probably one of the best parts. So again, your future is looking bright, and we discussed this earlier, and if you follow Delali online, you realize he was a part of a group show in New York City called An Ode to Toronto, held by the Hannah Torre Gallery. So how did that even come about?
Yeah, so it's actually called Love Letter.
A love letter.
It's called Love Letter, and then it's like An Ode to Toronto.
Okay.
I think Hannah Traore reached out to me a few months ago. Wanted to come by to the studio for a visit, and told me that she was working on this exhibition because she's actually from Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, she grew up here, and she's been out there for about 8 years, and has had the gallery for about the last 4. But she felt like now is the time to like do something with the artists of Toronto, and it's a nice sort of ode, you know, tribute to the city where she's from. Yeah, her favorite city in the world, as she called it.
Oh, cool. Funny, I got a chance to go to New York last month I got to visit the 154 art fair.
Oh yeah.
And that was really cool. That was the first time going to an art fair where it was kind of like, not kind of, it was a Black focused fair. And I actually liked it a little bit more for the fact that it was a bit smaller. So I wasn't overwhelmed. I got a chance to speak to some of the artists that were there, some of the gallery owners that were there, and just other people admiring the art. So that was really a cool part. So I think there can be, hopefully, in you being part of that show, a synergy, and there probably is, between the two cities, because it's almost like there are big brother, big sister, like a older cousin kind of feel, because we're very similar culturally. Like, I always feel like the world lives in Toronto, and the world also lives in New York City.
New York,
So we have that kind of, I don't know, that similarity. So hopefully that shows like that, you be a part of more shows like that. So that's again another excellent thing. After 2 years of after graduation, that's amazing, bro.
Thank you. I hope so too. I hope so too. Like, it was my first time out there, you know. So went for 9 days and got a feel for the city. And in many ways, it's pretty similar to Toronto, but in many ways, it's extremely different. So I was like, it felt like I was coming from like a small town. I was like, whoa, this is intense.
It is.
Also exciting, cool. So you know, I'm hoping for more.
Yeah, cool. I'm hoping for more for you.
Thank you.
So I've been mentioning you're a recent grad. So how was it? You created this show with an amazing curator, Emilie Croning. So how did you go about, maybe, I don't know if you've worked with other curators before, but you guys selected amazing pieces of work that really tell a story. So how was that working with a curator, Emilie, and just like, just some of the decisions made with the pieces that you chose?
Honestly, it was really easy because we've known each other for quite some time. She's known my work and my practice for the last 4 years. She's seen the way it's grown and sort of like branched out, but she's also seen where the through lines have been, and she saw. We actually met when I first showed some images from this project at a cafe in like 2022. That was my first exhibition ever.
Wow.
Yeah, it was at the Black Canary espresso bar at King and Sherborne. And it was like 11 images. And I just did everything myself, set them up, like, you know, hung them, installed them in the cafe, and was part of Contact's open call. And from then till now, you know, so much has happened. And it was great working with someone who, you know, understands your practice to that extent and has seen, you know, everything, sort of like the in-between. When it came to decisions, we worked very collaboratively. Again, like I said, like I also just enjoy being a part of, you know, a team, and being able to go back and forth and say, okay, this is how something feels here. Like, this doesn't feel as great here. Like, it was all like pretty smooth. I enjoyed doing that a lot. I also worked with my friend Omo, who is an interior designer. To get like 3D sort of like renderings, like visualizations of the space, so we could actually place everything down to like true scale size and see how things. We got very meticulous with it. So
that's cool. That's interesting. I think one of the days I came, because I noticed like the color scheme that you have, and then the piece behind you as well. But I thought everything just it's like I'm in. You're a young guy, but back in the day, people used to have photo albums, and I feel like I'm in your family, or just a photo album that you own.
I love that.
So I feel like I'm a part. My background's Jamaican, and like specifically these. I'll put it on camera. I'll insert it. But this just reminds me of like a summer one time when I went to Jamaica. And just the younger children. Just chilling, like
just living,
just enjoying the day, and it just feels like I'm a part of whatever stories all of these people have. I feel like I've heard the story, or I would love to hear the story.
I mean, I love that that's the impression that you get, and that's what comes across, because this is like what, maybe 20, 21, 22 pieces in this show. And it was, this show is happening because I'm releasing a photo book as well, 128 pages.
Amazing.
And we wanted this to feel somewhat as close to the book as possible, to feel like pages that have been lifted out. That's why some of the work is framed the way it is. That's why some of the spacing happens the way it does, and certain moments are kind of lighter, that was sort of like the approach. So
I can't wait to see that. Definitely purchase a book, and hopefully it's like coffee table size. I can put it on my coffee table. When people come, I can introduce them to your work. I know you're busy, and this is the last day. So where can people follow you and make sure they stay connected or get connected to you?
Follow me on Instagram at Delali.Cofie. You can check out my website, DelaliCofie.com.
Yeah.
Those are the two places where I'm most active. So
I'll insert it as well for the crowd. So yes, everyone, thanks again. Delali, really appreciate it. I know you're going to be busy. You have a whole bunch of people wanting to talk to you. I was like, I'll be 20 minutes because I know I put on shows and it gets hectic on the last day. So thank you again. Really appreciate it. And congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Success, brother. Okay.